This is purely what I think would happen if I turned on this movie. False, and maybe there's evidence against Kaiser Sose in my movie, not real life. In my movie, there's evidence on Kaiser Sose, and he's powerful enough to go send some niggas in and make sure that anything with my name and face on it is getting the fuck up out of there. Right? What a great opening to a movie.
You might be asking yourself,
who was Kaiser Sose? The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. German. Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly for him. But to hear Kobayashi tell it anybody could have worked for Sose, you never knew. That was his power.
now is that the real big three? The major labels?
They realized that to be in power, you didn't need guns or money or even numbers. You just needed the will to do what the other guy wouldn't. After a while, they come into power and then they come after Sose. He was small time then, just running dope, they say. They come to his home in the afternoon, looking for his business. They find his wife and kids in the house and decide to wait for Sose. He comes home to find his wife raped and children screaming. The Hungarians knew Sose was tough, not to be trifled with, so they let him know they meant business. They tell him they want his territory, all of his business. Sose looks over the faces of his family. Then he showed these men of will what will really was. Tells him he would rather see his family dead than live another day after this. He lets the last Hungarian go. He waits until his wife and kids are in the ground, and then he goes after the rest of the mob. He kills them.
Then I'm gonna go get low. And because I own everything, I'm gonna fire everybody. I'm gonna get rid of everybody and all of these different infrastructures that have been longtime staples and have helped me make money. So if I'm doing that, I have to have a plan. And my plan, just like every other business in America's plan, just like the actors just finished fighting for it because they know something about a plan, my plan would involve AI.
Right now, I'm sure everybody has heard the new Drake diss using the AI voices of Snoop and Tupac, but what you may not be aware of is that sources have told us, not confirmed, but they have told us that Drake may have over a 9-figure deal with an artificial intelligence company. And
And if my plan involved AI, I would want to test. I would run a very sophisticated test. And because I fired everybody, that means I need my big boy acts to be not only as big as they were, but even bigger now. How do I do that? I'm no politic genius, but I know that one thing war does, besides get people killed, is make some money.
Generate revenue.
Why would I not have the 3 biggest acts in the world just fight? But then that didn't make sense to me in the movie because I don't tie J. Cole to Interscope until I go Google things. And as you would have it, J. Cole's distribution is Interscope. I don't know if that's the case for him as an artist, but I don't know anything, and I'm only imagining in a movie. So I don't have to be right. All we know about Kendrick is that he's not Top Dog anymore, and we barely know anything about that. But they were Interscope. So PG Lane may or may not be Interscope. Drake seems to still think he's Interscope. Drake is Interscope. I mean, not Interscope, Universal. But there's not really Interscope anyway. They're all Universal.
Mm-hmm. Good for business.
Great for business.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just start feeling like some type of pawn. Like just a very weak chess piece on the board. If all it takes is to get these niggas. That's why Larry's sounding like that. That's why Vince is sounding like that. That's why some of the corporate people are looking at it through corporate eyes, and us as rap beef fans is like, man, fuck all that. We don't want to hear that shit.
Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien.
So all of his streams in the number one is controlled by someone named Lucien.
Well, Lucien worked for people who control the banks in Africa.
So who is Kaiser Soze in this movie? Is it the artist? Probably not. It's most likely the labels. And not any labels, but the three major labels. The real big three. Yeah, that's right. Universal, Sony, and Warner. Universal being the biggest one. So guess who Kaiser Soze has to be? That's right. Lucien Grange. I wouldn't be surprised if you see his name and other affiliates from the big three on ownership of AI companies. I'd venture to say they might be leading the charge in AI as far as vocals go. And they're paying their biggest artists to roll it out. Drake. He's rolling it out in a more palatable way. Is Drake the first AI artist? Well, that's what we have for you today. If you like the video, you're here this long, please give us a like, comment, subscribe, man. We need all the freaking help we can get, man. Don't make me fucking cry. I need your help, guys, so I can do this forever. All right, take it easy. We love you. This is Reason Reality from Men of the Culture. Peace.